What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up, Dramatic? What's up, Shirley? What's up? How y'all doing today? What's up? What's up? All right, we back. What's good, y'all? What up? What's up? What's up? Another Friday. Just hollering at y'all. What's up? I see y'all in the chat. What's up? What's been going on, y'all? What's been going on? What's up, Positive Vibes? What's up? What's up, Danny Girl? What's up? Just hollering at y'all, man. So I'm working on something for Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, but see what's going on too. What I was talking about before, y'all. It's all this negative shit, man. So all this negativity is designed to destroy everything. Yeah, so that's why on Sunday, I'm gonna be coming with something positive on Sunday. Just that I've been busy with a lot of stuff. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, right? And then I'm still dealing with this right here. And we in a dark time. And we're not in a dark time, it's just that it's a lot of dark stuff going on. So dealing with all this stuff at one time, it's a lot. And I just know one thing, man. The plan is to keep all this negative shit going. So I already know that shit. I spoke to y'all about all this stuff, how it's gonna go down, y'all. I already know. I know the whole play. You know, it's gonna go from this Diddy stuff. Like I said, everybody's gonna be talking about it every day. It's gonna be nothing but like disrespectful stuff. So while people talking about this stuff, these people over here gonna be getting offended. You know what I'm saying? And while they getting offended, it's just gonna still cause a separation. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the main thing is you cannot build off all that negative stuff. You just can't. Because people can find negativity anywhere. People come on the internet to get away from negativity, y'all. So that's why I said I know how it's gonna go. People came in to get away from negative. So when the negativity here, people just gonna start leaving this shit. So the numbers up for a lot of reasons. It's a lot of different things going on now, y'all. So I also know that being that thing's coming to an end, the more low level the stuff get, the more people gonna get off this thing. It's no different from if you was on certain dating sites or certain sites. Once you start seeing troll pages, catfish pages, you get off the app. You like, all right, it's a waste of time. That's how it's gonna be. So like I said, I'm gonna turn up with what I gotta do. It's stuff I'm working on. Like I said, I'm dealing with other shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, y'all? That's good. That's gonna be brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, basically, it's a time when you got to be more professional with certain stuff. So that's what's up. So you got to be creative. There's other things you got to do now. So that's really what it's all about. Because when I talk about like that content is coming to an end, it is. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like everything else you heard on here already. What's up, Laurie? Everything else you heard on this internet already. It's nothing else you're gonna hear that you ain't hear already, y'all. There's nothing you're gonna hear you didn't hear. It's nothing you're gonna see you didn't see. You're gonna just keep hearing the same stuff, and that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to show people how the world is controlled. So I go like they know people on this, and they know people make money off of their content. So they also know if they lower the standard of the content, people not gonna watch. People gonna go away from it. People gonna get tired of hearing it, and they gonna just naturally leave. As I'm telling you, it's all a plot. It's all a plan. People are gonna slowly turn their back on certain things and just leave it alone. It's already happening, and like I said, that's the plan. So that's why I said earlier, I'm not gonna be the one getting caught up in all that shit. Because all that shit, it's like this. They can bring out bad news every day, and it just would never stop. And then as all this bad stuff coming out, then this one court date coming, that's more news. This one court, as the court dates go on, it's gonna just keep going because you're gonna still have your court dates. You're gonna still have new accusers. It's just not gonna stop, y'all. And it's just what's gonna happen. We are being tormented with perverted conversations. That's what's happening. Being tormented with it. Yep, having it flushed down your throat. That's what's happening. Because that's how they crashing it. That's how they putting into it. On top of it not trending. So, like I said, I'm not the one to get caught up in stuff. So I just been having other stuff. Like I said, My job is to keep things updated. So whatever's going down, I let people know. I give my opinion, but like I said, I told you a while ago, like some of the stuff I don't really want to do it anyway. Like some of the stuff I don't care about it. It don't motivate me. It don't move me. It don't motivate me to talk about certain stuff every day. It just don't. Like I said, once I laugh, I get my laughs on. So once I laugh at stuff, it is not funny no more. I got my laughs off. Once I know it ain't about nothing and I know what it's really about, that's when I ain't trying to. That's how I am, y'all. So I actually like to do content I like to do. That's when I'm into it. So, like I said, the summer it always slow down. It always slow in the summer. Even in life, it slow down. So mostly when it get hot, around the same, everything go on according to schedule. Because around this time, I start doing like bigger lives. It's just that I had did so much. I had covered so many topics that I wanted to cover. So I had to reset and get into the new stuff, y'all. That's why I say my channel was transitioning from the old shit too. All that old history, all this stuff that I went through all of that already. It's thousands of hours of this stuff. So now it's time to go somewhere else, y'all. And I had to catch myself because it's June. And it's like, even I'm still being kept behind in the old time. That's not supposed to be like that. We about to be July, y'all. So it's like, nah, things got to change. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like I said, you're going to see, you don't get no comedy. You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing that deal with just being a regular person, a regular human. You don't get nothing regular. That's why I say, I know what's going on. It's nothing but dysfunction. Get it? So that's what it's all about. What's up, Michelle Lane? What's up, Laurie? And also, it's like, you just got so much stuff going on, man. You got so much stuff. Because once I found out that this internet was going to be a prison, once I figured it out, I just know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say certain stuff. I don't be just saying it to say it. It's like, once I see it, once I know what it is, I just watch for the result. That's how this stuff works, y'all. So once something is already in the works, it's just a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what happened. And that's why when shit get corny and it's just not, I'm not into it like that. So I already knew that. That's why I'm here. So the whole purpose of members only is for me to focus on the people that looking for certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I told y'all stuff like requesting certain stuff, certain content. That's the privilege of members only. You know what I'm saying? Where I will have to get into other things that might be normally stuff I don't even think about. But that's what this about. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. That, networking, having fun, that's it. But you already see it's like for some reason you ain't gonna have no fun. You ain't gonna get that part. That. What's up though, y'all? What's up? Yeah, so like I said, I'm on here. I'm hollering at y'all, and we gonna chop it up. I'm gonna get into something anyway. Hold up, like I saw this right here. Jason Lee and Don Lemon had to talk about Tyler Perry. Look how Jason Lee and Don Lemon are hurt. They are hurt to their soul. They are hurt and they scared. Because they had a light-skinned man in Hollywood. You know what happens to them, right? You already know they outright. They both outright. They both told you who they are. They're both outright. So you know what's up with them, right? When they was watching this, being that they had to cover it, you see their face. Look at Jason Lee. They were so depressed. In my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, did Tyler sleep with y'all too? All I know is what you see right here. They were so sad. And they had to talk about it. Like I said, they got to talk about it. But see, this the trick. See, I always say this shit. When I say people ain't going to talk about a cat. But people going to get like, I really be saying people going to talk about it, but they ain't going to really talk about it. See what I'm saying? That's all it is. They're going to, this shit be on my timeline, y'all. I see people, they talk about it, but they're going to talk about it with like drama, all this extra shit, instead of getting to the details of the point or just going from the aspect of what it is. You see? What it is. See? You're going to see that's what they do. The people are going to always have some shit with all this speculation. That's why the main thing I did on this channel was show you the proof on what's being said, to just give my opinion. Not trying to, if I show you what it is, I can't sway you with my opinion. I got my own. But my job is not to sway your opinion. See, this guy, Derek, he the one he did all this, that, and the third. No, that ain't my job. My job is to put it out there. I'm going to give you my opinion because I look at it like, if you tapping into over here, you want my opinion, right? Okay, so I'm gonna give you my opinion. But my job is not to sway your opinion. And I be seeing people be trying to sway opinions, man. So I say it's all exposed, y'all. It's so sad and it's so corny. That's why it's over, man. When I say that people can't talk about it, look at Jason Lee's face, man. Now, does Jason Lee look like he wants to talk about this? Don Lemon is on camera staring down. He don't want to talk about this. It's in your face, y'all. Because they are the ones that was getting touched on as well. They weren't getting dealt with. They the ones. Actually, you know they are who they are. They the beta. So the alpha, you're okay. Yeah, Tyler Perry was their hero. Understand that he's their hero. So they're hurt. So all I say, look at the celebrities. You just look at their movement. You look at their face. You just look at them. And you ain't got to say nothing. Just look at them. They're going to show you everything. Because when you're programmed to be a certain way your whole life, when things start happening you're not used to, you don't know how to react to it. It's no different from if I threw you in the wall right now. I just said, come on, you got drafted, you go on the wall. You ain't gonna know what to do. That's the same thing for them. When you see that these people been in a comfort zone for so long, they're not used to this. They used to always plan in other people's face, but now their plan is caught up with them and everybody laughing at them. That's the shit. So yeah, I saw when this popped up and they had to talk about it. I was just looking at them and I turned it off. So I tell you a lot. Like when I watch stuff, I don't watch stuff. Like I watch stuff to get what I need to get. Then that's it. Once I watched it, about 2 minutes, and I seen the expression. That's it. I already know what's up. They don't want to talk about this, and guess what? They can't. This is what I mean by they can't talk about it. They can't say what they can't say nothing. But this is why it's all going to sway them. Look at do y'all see Jason Lee right there? Does he look like Hollywood Unlocked? Or does he look like Hollywood doing bad? All right. So that's that. What's good though, y'all? What's up? Hey, yo, hey, pardon me, y'all. Hey, look. What's up, daddy girl? Yeah, his face said it all. I told you how this shit gonna go down, man. Hey, my bad with that Instagram shit. I think with that Instagram shit, man, that shit rub people the wrong way with that Instagram shit, man. I'm telling you. Nah, man. The shit that was on the gram, boy. Boy, oh boy. But yeah. So that's what I'm telling you. You didn't know they can destroy everything with perversion. That's what's going on, see? Perversion is that's what I say. Perversion is warfare, y'all. Everything is flooded with perversion to destroy it. That's why. Just like when I was saying with this content. With all this perversion content, you ain't gonna make no money. You ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So that's why all this perversion is pushed on every single platform until they can't be pushed no more. Yeah. Because they know after a while, people gonna get tired of that shit and they gonna just gonna leave it alone. People gonna just start going other places. When people start finding out it's other options and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I know what's going on, y'all. You gonna see really what's going on is about TikTok announcement. It's shit going on with every site. They're just not announcing every site. That's it. That's all that's going on. Same thing it's the same thing with YouTube, same thing with Instagram, same thing with Facebook. They're just not announcing it. What's gonna happen is TikTok might get canceled, but the whole key to all of it is it's going to be under gov control, all of these apps. That's just what it's going to be. It's all going to be tied together. Because when you see that all these apps are based on finances, those finances have to be tracked. And they're going to be tracked by the gov. And the gov is going to have a big jurisdiction over these platforms because they're mainly going to be monitoring the money. That's just to give you an example. And when I said stuff like they know all criminals or content creators, they know that. So when they take all this stuff, when they dead crime, then it's gonna go back to when there's none of that crazy stuff on the internet. That's all it's gonna be. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on. Though all these apps are really under they're really being observed. So when that woman got a plaque, y'all, she got a plaque because the they recognized her work on YouTube, y'all. So once I realized they recognized her work on YouTube, I know they're on here ever since then. They've been on here before that, but they really on here. And plus, I know a lot of people work for them, and they be on here. You know what I'm saying? They be looking and listening for certain stuff. So that's why I do what I do, because I'm not trying to be in no category. I just entertain. But the thing is, I can't help it if I know about, I talk real talk. You know what I'm saying? So I even got to watch what I be saying. So it's just like that. It's just like that now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what making it not fun. Everything is controlled. It's nothing fun no more. You know what I'm saying? So if the people not fun, if nothing ain't fun, it ain't nothing fun. It's just, that's it. And that's really it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's going to be. What's up, Jay? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. What's up, y'all? Shout out to all the members. I'm a chef and want to start a channel, Food for Thought. What you should do. They're telling people there's stuff people need to do. So much stuff you could do. You don't gotta be on camera. Cooking channel shit always do good. Even though a lot of people did that, people did everything as a gimmick. But if you're really about your cooking and you're really about putting it out there, your web page is your promotional tool anyway. So it's gonna work in your favor if if that's what you really do. So, but my whole thing is, what I tell people is, just don't do stuff for money. Just do it because you're gonna do it. You know, do it because you do it. Do it because you're good at it. Do it because it's something you want to do. Do it as a hobby, and everything else will come. That's really how it's meant to be. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. But I don't told you, it's many ways. Like I said, you can have a YouTube channel for your pet and still be all right, and still, you know what I'm saying? It is people that love animals more than hearing this Diddy shit. I'm telling y'all. It's people that's more into so many other things, y'all, than this stuff. It's people that's into gardening. People watch your garden video. People that watch your videos for so many different things. You'd be surprised. There's people that want to get away from the stuff of this world. That's why I say I know what's up. But this the lane I started. So it's up for me to transition how I move. You know what I'm saying? So that's all it really is. But I know what's up. People want to get away from the harshness of reality. That's what entertainment was for, y'all. But then you're going to see people started watching basketball. They start putting political shit on that. Everywhere where people went for enjoyment, it got political. And that was all on purpose. You got more political stuff than comedy. You know, you got everything unbalanced. Everything was negative on purpose. Bad news. It was like that on purpose, y'all. With this back and forth, arguing, division, like that's what it's supposed to be. But then there's certain people that's chilling and they don't got to deal with none of that stuff. Nah. The new shit is like confuse yourself. The new stuff is destroy yourself. The new stuff is distract yourself. Like everything now, that's what it's based on. How it's based on now is everything that happens, you do it to yourself. That's what it is. If you're not smart in certain shit, that's on you. If you didn't know about this, that's on you. That's how this whole thing works now. When I say nobody's going to explain nothing to you, that's where we at. That's exactly where we at. So that's what it is. What's up, random woman? What's up? It's easy to work for someone else, but the drive is to stand yourself and work harder. That's right. So that's really what it is now. It's like how I see it is, it ain't no limitation. You know what I'm saying? You got to do whatever you got to do. See, even when you got your own business, trying to do your own business, you got to work. You got to do whatever you got to do, y'all, because the days of time is money now. Time is different. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about now. It's like it just what it is. Like even if you're good, you always got to have a plan B. That's how it is now. So there's no such thing as just doing one thing, because it's like you limiting yourself. So it's like you got a business, but you got to know someday you might be doing your own thing, whatever, out your house. It don't matter, but you always got to know that it's always rainy days. Sometimes stuff happen, or sometimes to get your business where you want, you might got to do other things so you can put the money into it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like some people rather grind the money up they need and take out a loan. So it's many different things, but I just know how the world is now. Like you really can't be into that, like that whole thinking of like what you're not going to do, or just thinking like it's going to always work one way. Like that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it works. But the whole thing is, if you can start from a hobby and evolve that hobby into a business, that's really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. And that's that whole shit of when they talk about you doing what you love or doing what you like. Yeah, but this is why I say, y'all, a lot of stuff is old now because it was too late. It's not too late, but y'all, when we talk that start my own business shit, what fucked it up is late because all that tariff shit in effect. So it's not easy to get shit no more like it was, y'all. That's the whole difference from starting your own business. People were supposed to start their business 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. That's when you were supposed to do it. When you was able to order whatever you need at the low price. You start any business now, you're not getting nothing for no low ticket. You're not. That's just what it is. You ain't getting no fabrics for cheap. It just hit me the other day. That's how I'm trying to tap into. I bought coffee 2 times, just realizing it went up. But I knew it went up. What up, punches? The coffee I buy always been $5, $5.90, always. But the shit went up to 7 and change. Now I paid for it twice, but I just dawned. I was like, oh, I forgot. They did say Mexico going up, tax. Damn, that's why the coffee went up. But it hit me later. Because I was going to buy my coffee anyway, but my shit that went up $2. But I'm looking at it like the store. I'm looking at it like this. The brand stepping up, because, you know, sometimes when the brand get popular or start picking up more, they overcharge. They had changed. No, I rock with that Maxwell House, the original good shit, right? So they had changed the label and everything, went up on the price. So I'm thinking it's becoming more popular again, and they remixed it. So they went up, and I said, nah, what happened is they had to go up because of the tariff. So my coffee went up $2. Yeah, but that shit ain't going to stop nothing. But what I'm saying is, simple shit like that, people took for granted, that shit costs money now. It was a whole era of them giving money away for small business, y'all. One side is to offer money. The other side is to keep you broke. One side is for businesses. That's why you hear when these people come in, it's always about these business tax cuts. And one part coming is to keep you fucking broke. So the whole key was always hate on the people that talk that business talk. Don't worry about that business talk. Y'all worry about that rap. So when that small business went on, I told you, keyword for small businesses meant minorities. So when the small business loan and all that small business shit was in effect, everybody was asleep. So I keep telling you, that was the time to start your own business. We talking about 2016 and all that. 2016, 2017, 2018. That was small business era, y'all. Told you, man, people dropped the ball. People dropped the ball. If you do hair, you could have had a braiding shop, just braiding hair in a little small business with a sign on it. No, the small business shit was, like I said, then you're going to see some other people, C19, crashed all the small businesses. Yeah. That's right. I'm telling you, man, a lot of fuck. Oh, man, people had no clue what happened, man. One people got to say, look, y'all do what you got to do. The other one came in and said, nope, they ain't going to have nothing. Because the whole key is, if you ever became rich, there's a certain people who ain't had no more influence on you. See, you had to be kept poor because that poor shit fuels a whole lot of people's pockets and get a lot of people rich. Poor is a hustle, y'all. Whoever controls the poor holds the power. So some people always going to want you to be poor. That's just how the shit work. Love the people that keep you poor. Hate the people that can change your life. It's always going to be like that. That's why it's this big prison, and it's never going to stop. It's not going to stop, y'all. It's at the end of this shit. So, only way you're going to make it through this is you gotta fix your life. You got to adjust your life. You got to make the proper channels. That's all you're going to do. That's the only way you're going to make it out this one, y'all. And it's like I tell people, it's not as bad as you think. It's just challenging. You got to make the proper steps. It's certain things you got to do. It really got to be all about you. Only way you going to make it, it got to be all about you. Especially if you're a person that's been dedicating your life to other people your whole life. Now y'all see, man, it was a training for you to extend yourself to everybody. So when it's all said and done, you'll be used up, give all this time to all this different relationship shit, all this, I'm talking about friendships, job, whatever it is, you're going to see. Your whole life dedicated to all this shit, but you never really gave time to yourself. And that's what's going to slay people now. If you don't know how to manage yourself lifetime, that's going to be on you. So I learned. I don't waste time no more. I'm talking about I don't waste no time. I don't waste money. I don't bounce to the beat of other people's drum. I'm not trying to keep nobody happy, make nobody happy. I'm not trying to make nobody believe. I'm not with none of that. That's it. If I'm driving a bus, if you at the bus stop, then you know what's up. If I'm the bus driver, I don't got to tell you when to come to the bus stop. That's not my job. My job is not to tell you the bus is coming. No. So that's why I always tell you the people that know gonna know. The people that's already who they are gonna always be there. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how I did in the real world, y'all. I never been into making nobody be nothing they don't want to be. I'm not with none of that shit. And I'm at a point now where I ain't really got time no more. So I done dedicated a lot to a lot. And this thing, you got to fight. When I say fight, you got to fight against time, not humans. You got to fight time, y'all. Especially if you older. Like somebody told me, you got more time in back of you than in front of you. People don't understand that. We looking at people 55 getting in trouble. 50-something getting in trouble, y'all. I know the truth that them people got all their time behind them and not in front of them. They live their life already. Yup. So, there are examples to me that, shit, when I get 50, I ain't trying to be like them. Hell no. I ain't trying to be nothing like them when I'm 50. So that's how I look at it, y'all. And I looked at that shit a long time ago. I was like, yo, I ain't going to. This shit I be telling people, when I realized that shit a while ago, I was like, yo, the way life moves, keep making all this wrong shit, all this, I just knew one day, it's like I saw it, you're gonna be messed up. Like, you're gonna be embarrassment to your kids, all that one day. Keep it up. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing that shit. And now I'm seeing it play out. So that's why when I be going into this shit, it's different for me. When I be happy, I don't have no, like, that shit ain't in me at all. Because when I seen a vision a long time ago, that if I didn't get away from certain stuff, I'm talking about, it ain't just the music. I went through a process. I had to start staying away from people. People I knew that was no good, but I knew they my peoples. But I had to literally reprogram myself and go opposite everything. That's why I started with this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm at a point now, I'm straight. Like, I don't get urges to do shit. I can sit and talk to y'all, but at the same time, it's Friday. I can get dressed right now, hop in the car and do whatever the fuck I want right now. Whenever I feel like it. I can go to the liquor store. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It don't matter. I can go rent a car, go out of town, whatever the fuck I want. But I'm at a different level now, y'all. So I'm looking at that future, like I said. Because the truth, what I know is no matter what, nothing I do now don't matter anyway. Don't count. It don't mean nothing. That's how I look at life, y'all. I'm not trying to prove nothing to myself, and I'm not looking for nothing. So when people understand what this shit really about, it's all about what you're going to do on this earth, what you're going to do and what you're going to leave. That's really it. And the more responsibilities you got, that's it. Like, even for the people, like I tell them, like, even for some fathers, you might not have been in your kid life, whatever the situation is, but it don't stop you from creating nothing for them while you're still here. You know, you might have messed up in the beginning, but you can make it right in the end. So people don't look at all that stuff. People, they put themselves in a failure life and they gonna die with it. Instead of saying, yo, I'm gonna change my shit. I'm gonna do something better. I'm gonna do something greater. I'm gonna fight these challenges. You know what I'm saying? No, that's what I be talking about with this behavior that happened. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew, man. So, like, when I talk about this grounded shit, even when I was doing wrong, I always knew the truth. Like, simple shit, like we knew, like, we walking down the block, don't curse in front of the church. Certain stuff. So much stuff. No matter what we doing, elder right there. Open the door. Open the song, so you need something. It's just always been like that. So that's why people don't understand me and what I come from and who I am. No matter what negativity was going on, always respect the positive. Like I said, I grew up with knuckleheads, but I had good friends too. Never try to put nothing on my good friends. Nah, bro, that ain't for them. Always knew about separating shit. So that's why I say, then I came into a world now where it was so-called good people with bad behavior. Never been on the street a day in their life. They started talking about their demons and all this shit because of what they seen on a computer. So that's when I really started looking at everybody like they psycho. Because I seen the so-called good people turn psycho by being programmed to do the shit. See, if I didn't know who the devil was, I wouldn't know when the devil in somebody. So that's my whole point I was trying to tell people, man. I started seeing the devil in everybody. Yep, that's what happened, man. So that's why I say, y'all, it's a lot of shit, but all this stuff gonna get flipped back over because this ain't the first time I've seen it. It's times when things flip all good. It's times when things flip bad. We're just dealing with this transition of everything from bad going to good. It's no different, like I said earlier, if somebody sold you a house for the low, but it was all this shit had to be repaired in it and cleaned up. And then you got to go through all that for you. It might take you a whole year to get it right. It might take you goddamn 18 months to get the house right. But when you get it right, you'll be able to live in it. It'll be straight. And that's how I look at what's going on now. All right. People not understanding things were so effed up. That's why things are so big. That's why it's like that. That's why it's this whole energy. But you also got to see everybody that was with the bullshit, they the ones getting in trouble. And that's when I come with the slogan that their time is up. Because everything has a timer set, y'all. Everything. So when I say the end of an era, that timer has stopped. They do a lot of things in 38 increments. That's how it works. Measurements. Stuff like that. So the time just went so quick, y'all, because this thing did speed up the life. It sped life up, man. People missed out on like a decade of their life. That's why when I say we back in time, we talk about that Diddy Cassie shit, and I say shit like I remember what I was doing at that time, and that's why I always tell y'all that was around the funnest time ever, when there was the most shit going on. Like that whole. That's why I always said that when that 2010 shit came, 11, it was a big party, y'all. Like it was like a big party, a big fun craze. But I'm able to watch everybody that got stuck in that shit and they still in it. You see what I'm saying? When really that shit has stopped. When 47 got in office the first time, the party really was over then. But they started a fake party back up. And then people got put in the house. And that's what happened. Then they treated everybody to a party, but they were still in the house. So it was a fake party. But the whole Diddy Cassie shit, that whole Ciroc era was a party era, y'all. When I saw that Ciroc being pushed in clubs, strip clubs, I saw them coming out with the shit. I remember the chicks with the sparkles and the Ciroc on us. You know what I'm saying? That's what was going on, y'all. So this is what I be telling people, that so much partying and fun have took place. If you missed it, you just missed it. And meaning you'll see that nobody was really partying like that or chasing it, but they had the fans going out and taking pictures and doing a whole bunch of shit to make them think they going out having fun. But all the fun had took place already. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I tell people. That whole era of $2 Tuesday and all of that. It's like that 2013 stuff, 14, man. That's when all the party music was out. Y'all remember all the music was party music? Y'all remember it was a lot of good music out. Y'all know that it was a lot of good music. So the good music kept the parties going, and it was fun. And a lot of people had stuff, people were working, like everybody wasn't broke, everybody wasn't struggling. It was kind of, it was things going on, y'all. So I just be telling people, like, I can even tell a lot of people missed those years. And we're watching the result. Everything we're talking about with these freakoffs is from an era. When the truth is, it was a lot of that stuff going on because Molly had just started popping off. Ecstasy, the Ciroc, the liquor, the good weed. Weed was still real then. There was so much shit going on. There was a lot of freaking shit going on. That is when I first started the whole trend of the trend of married couples and couples going to the strip club trying to take somebody home, all that shit. Yeah, that's all that. It's all the same. That's why I say I know this shit like yesterday, y'all. But that's what was going on. It wasn't just when I say Cassie and Diddy. That was a culture and a lifestyle. That's what was going on. Atlanta, Carolina, strip club every day. Every day. It's just that every day was different. This day got a theme for that. Okay, Monday, whatever, hip hop, whatever way, it was always a different day. But it was all these gimmicks to keep that liquor moving. But also at this time, it was a lot of black businesses running these clubs too, getting that money. So that's what happened. So much stuff had went on. So also the C-19 was to shut everything down because they also knew a lot of businesses was getting cash, was reporting it. That whole life was generating so much money because they knew the strippers had to get their hair done. That's what made the people doing hair, they should start stepping up from the house. See, these things was creating a whirlwind of money. It made the tattoo parlors start booming. The strippers made the tattoo parlors boom. Well, let me show you. Okay, for those talk about race, well, that's what made other races able to get paid off the shit. Because you're going to go get them tattoos, right? All this shit kept the hotels going. After the strip club, people going to the hotel. So I say things like they let certain stuff go on because these are the things that kept the economy going. See? That's why you're going to see it was a time where everybody was going to Florida, Miami for the strip club, going to Georgia for the strip club. At this time, the strip clubs and other shit got the tax money coming in the state. But people not looking at, while you're running around doing all this, all the other people, they in the house hiding out from y'all. Now it's switched around. But this switch is going to be for good. That other stuff ain't never coming back. They're not letting these cities go be destroyed no more. So the cities only had to be destroyed so certain people to be destroyed, man. All right? Once it's proven, y'all lost all y'all real estate, y'all lost everything, y'all ain't got too much left, then okay. That's what the shit was about. Y'all don't got too many deeds. Y'all have more debt than ownership. So many different things, y'all. This is why that stuff is over now. You know, no. That's it, man. Yeah, slap the bitch. What's up, Cozy? Yeah, shit like that. Slap a bitch with, yeah. That's the shit that was going on. That's the shit that was going on. Bro, no, he know what's up. That's what I always say. That like at that time, was no such thing as being in the house. Internet still working, Instagram, everything still popping. No such thing as in the house. And no such thing as playing with your phone all day. Even if you ain't no. That at this time, it was if you ain't there, you ain't there. I mean, you're gonna get some shit after the fact, but people having too much fun, you be thinking about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was, y'all. That's what Myrtle Beach had took back off. But I knew back then when they started having all these shootings, if I say they've been shutting down these locations, y'all, I started seeing everywhere it get shot up. Myrtle Beach, Miami Beach, Virginia Beach. Everywhere they go at, shit started happening. I just know how the shit worked, bro. It was a big dismantling. So think about all the people that was stealing every day. They had to literally put people in the house to stop all this shit. See, this what happened. It's a switcheroo. See, we all was together, but a lot of y'all was doing all this dirt and stealing, robbing, killing. So we're gonna go in the house. But when we all go in the house, everybody's not gonna be able to come out. And this is why I get into the whole concept of the plan was for people to be in the house, get so attached to these apps. You're not even, hopefully you don't even want to come out no more. So when we go back to these malls and we go back to these outlets, hopefully I won't even be there no more. We have to worry about that death shit. And then if you do, we got the technology for that. So the whole plan was hopefully you live your whole life on the internet and your ass don't come outside anyway. So we never have to worry about that deaths, stealing shit, none of that stuff no more. Fighting and shooting. Please order your food. Order your food from DoorDash, Uber. See, I'm telling you, all that stuff is for, I'm telling you, man, it really all for one people. This all for y'all. Just stay where the hell you at. Whatever you watch, keep watch. You're going to live through that phone. So when I was saying these things, I was not saying this shit to diss nobody. I'm telling you what the fucking game is, what it is. And now, see, before you might have said whites only, colors only. Before, we might have want you in the store because you say nothing. Now it's going to be this thing where we're going to push you in a world where you ain't even going to think about coming in the store anyway because you're going to order everything off the internet. Everything. You're going to live through that internet, which will keep you out of society. That's the plan. Keep you out of society. So it doesn't matter. Just stick to the apps. All right? And that's why I said it was a switcheroo. See, everybody was doing it because they was in the house. But this thing happened where everybody else went back out and certain people got stuck in the house. And I'm telling you, I watch this every day with my own eyes. I know what's up. I've been watching it for a minute. Meaning people, man, I see people walking their dogs every day. I see everything normal every single day. I just don't see certain people. I'm talking about, don't matter if I go to restaurants, whatever, it don't matter. Basic stuff. It's this thing where it's like, where the fuck is everybody at? It's this thing like, why does it feel like we still in a pandemic? Why? You see what I'm saying? You know what's up. I know what's up. I know a lot of people got garnished. Mandatory garnishment. You could have been a person going to school, took out a loan, but say you moved. You moved and you had no clue. You wasn't getting no mail. You was checking no emails. You forgot the email you even had. Out of nowhere, you just start getting garnished because of some school shit. That happened to a lot of people. It's a reason why a lot of numbers decreasing, y'all. What's up? I'm just being me. It's a lot of reasons for a lot of stuff. Yeah. That marriage stuff. Yeah, we put on earlier. It's like, yeah, marriage is still official, man. It's just people started getting married for the wrong reasons. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? People just got married for the wrong reasons. But yeah, y'all, it's like we stuck in an old time, man. That's really it. We stuck in an old time, man. Stuck in an old time, man. And that's why I say getting out is you got to figure out how this shit go, because it's designed for it to be nothing but misery. It's designed for misery, and that's really it. You know what I'm saying? It's designed for that. So yeah, what's up, y'all? I'm up here. What's up, new mom? Holla at me, y'all, because like I said, I'm gonna talk to y'all. If ain't nothing jumping, I ain't gonna stand here all day, because I'm gonna get to work. I will guarantee y'all something good on Sunday. Yeah. What's up, new mom? Yeah, time is a machine. Like, yeah, this thing with time is what, yo, it's this time thing. Like, that's what I tell. That's the fight. It's fight. You fighting time. That's why I say things like they want people wasting their time. They want you dealing with this, that, because they know time kills you now. That's why I say it kills you. It does. That's why I don't waste time with certain shit no more. Before I had time to waste. I don't got time to waste no more. I look at every second, minute of the day to be used for something that I'm trying to do or get accomplished, whatever it is. And then I'm also going to take that time out that day. I'm going to do something for myself. And whether it's just me relaxing, doing nothing, I'm going to put, I don't care if it's just an hour, something in it's going to be a time of the day to go just to me. And that's called keeping my sanity. So yeah, it's all about this time though. It's about that. Yo, I'm telling y'all, that shit is so important. It's about that. So go back to what we were talking about when I talk about shit like with this money. You got to look at money like it's about me gaining per hour. So it's no limitation of what I can gain an hour. So even if I got my own business, if I got an opportunity to get some more money in an hour, if it's 24 hours in a day, if it's all these hours in a week, if I can get 20 hours out a week to get some money, what's wrong with that? Because that's 20 hours I would have wasted anyway. That's how I look at it. All right, 20 hours a week, you watch 10 movies. That's that. You can watch 10 movies and blow 20 hours. I break shit down like that, y'all. So you can be home doing nothing 10 hours a week, 10 hours or 20 hours a week watching 10 movies, but you could have had a job just wiping some shit down. That's it. Clean the back, do some simple shit. Like I was talking to the dude the other day. Job, checking smoke detectors. So because I talk to people, so I'm like, dang, I said, bro, you got a good job. Damn, you got an easy job. Damn, how you get that job anyway? How you get that smoke detector job? My dad, this is what he does. My dad got a company. He put in smoke detectors. I'm like, damn. See what I'm saying? Your life is struggle. This dude his job is getting on the ladder, see the smoke detector work, and then that's it. If it don't work, put batteries in it. That's it. It's a fucking job. I keep telling you, people taught to hate jobs, taught to go against jobs with this slave of the shit. I'm gonna do this. It is so much stuff you could do, but you got to figure it out. You don't just see some people. If I say job, they think labor. You say job, they think fast food. No, the new world is you got to figure it out. Because I can know somebody with a job, they don't do shit and get good money. And they work every day. They never gonna miss a day of work doing construction. And they ain't doing shit but checking smoke detectors. Huh? I know another guy. He the guy, you call him, if you say you got bugs, he gonna get paid. All he gonna do is check your house real quick. Oh, look like you got some bugs. Okay, we'll be back later. You gonna get paid for that. Good money hour. No, I'm telling you, people are brainwashed. If you ain't got no felonies, and there's no excuse why you ain't getting no money. If you still one of them people, you ain't gonna get no real money because of weed, because you got weed in your system, then that's showing your stupid ass. Because you can always get the money and smoke the weed later, but people never want to admit to this day that weed is a prison too. And I love smoke weed. I've been smoking weed. I got them 14, 15, rolling. I've been smoking weed whole life, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, weed keep your ass broke too. If you ain't super motivated. But even if you super motivated, every year you still can count the money you spent on weed and it's still gonna add up to thousands. And then you're gonna still have to work your way. There's so many things that go on that keep people where they at, man. And I know that's how the world works. I know how the world works. So I'm talking about for me, I know what I be having to do certain shit. So yeah, no matter who you are, to get to certain levels, certain things got to get dropped. Certain things got to be dealt with. Certain pushes got to be made. Certain things. This one thing I know. To always get to the next level, you got to do something you didn't think you would be doing. You got to do something different. See, other people's taught negative. See, you got to get to the next level. You got to do some negative shit or something different. No, you got to do something freaky. No. Get to the next level, it's just sometimes you got to get out that comfort zone. That's what it's all about. The comfort zone will keep you broke. I'm talking about, when I say broke, y'all, I'm talking about this empty shit. Broke is, when I say broke means you're settling, but you really can have a whole lot more. Broke is when you don't have a certain motivation for yourself. People are geniuses. People are smart. People got a lot going on, but it's weak stuff that keep them down. I lived backwards. I ruined my life, then had to fix it. Some of y'all was clean. Y'all was straight from day one. And still, you know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you, it's these concepts of life. When you taught about all this revolutionary shit and you taught all this anti-shit, you become X'd out of society, y'all. And people is living in society, living a beautiful life every day doing fucking nothing. Because you was never told that the life you live is the life you create. So if you want to live a hard life, you want to live a hard life. You want to live an easy life, that's on you too. But you got to make the right choices and right picks at the right time to get the result you want. So that's how this shit works, y'all. And that's the code of, and guess what? The whole code of life is you got to figure out your own life. Because nobody can tell you shit. Because what worked for me ain't gonna work for you. Your life is a puzzle. It is a damn game. And if you don't play the game right, your life will be a damn joke. And that's how it works. It's called a fool, y'all. The fool is always the joke. And the fool always dies a joke. That's what this shit based on. And fools are disposed of every single day. And it's going to never stop. Yeah. So that's why we at a point now where people don't respect ignorance no more, y'all. And it's all over the world. It's like this thing where when you really understand that information that's been out here to do anything you wanted to do on this internet, period. This shit is what made everything a reality, man. That was the whole concept. So I swear to God, y'all, once I figured it all out, it was meant for y'all to listen to the bloggers. It was meant for y'all to be on the entertainment shit, y'all. The whole time it was this shit that make you a millionaire, y'all. Right here, man. And I'm telling you, I figured it out late. I wasted time on this shit. This shit makes you a millionaire, y'all. It was this. Now you're going to see all these restrictions. And guess what? It didn't matter if you was a felon. It didn't matter if you ain't had no resume or work experience. It didn't matter if you was a fucking dropout. This shit is what make you rich. And then you're going to see everybody in the past 10 years, they got rich right off this shit. And when I say rich off this, I'm talking about millions and up to that billion mark off this right here, y'all. Nope. So when I say stuff like they took that innovation out of people, and this is what I learned, man. This is what it is, y'all. See, I was talking about weed. That dopamine is for real. Food addiction, same part of the brain. Drug addiction, same part of the brain. Sex addiction, sex, same part. The feeling you get from nothing coming, same effect you get from hitting your blunt, same effect you get from drinking your favorite liquor, eating your favorite food, all come from the same place. So guess what? I can find something else I like more than all of that, and I can forget about all of that. That's how this shit work, y'all. So when I say stuff like, it's a reason why they want people horny all day. Because when you horny all day, you can be thinking about nothing else. And that's what I was telling people. If I want to have sex, I'm going to have sex. I'm not going to be horny all day. It's a code to everything you're watching, y'all. They know when you're horny, you ain't thinking straight. When you horny chilling, you ain't being your best. You ain't focused on what you could be doing. And that was the whole game. When I tell you all this shit, you can slay people with sex. This world was conquered with sex. Yeah, it was conquered with pens and shit first. Then it was conquered with sex, called what? Marriages. Also by what? Mixing in. Mixing different what? Not just flesh, concepts and ideas. No, y'all. Sex is part of what will conquer the planet. And it's going to always do that. It's the power, y'all, of the sex organ. It's going to always be like that. The thing is, the real wise know what it's all about. That's what it come down to. So I know what's going on. They also know that sex has been feeding people for decades, generations. Remember, that prostitution shit go back to when they had to go to Master House to get extra privileges. So you're also getting a look at how the extra privileges getting cut off. Because in the warfare is, hopefully people don't know how to do nothing else. And if you don't know how to do nothing else, you're going to be X'd out of society anyway. So this is when I said, now you got to be held accountable. If I do lives and I always keep other things going, fam, that's why I say stuff like, it is so many jobs out here right now. It's to the point where it's like, yo, I keep telling y'all, I'm getting bored. The shit made me want to just get 2 jobs and still do my lives. But you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I always do. I go through phases where I get on my work and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Meaning like, yeah, I'm talking about really, really work. Like I get on the phase where I just might go work a job and talk about work that job for like 3, 4, 5 years straight and just be in my work mode. And it'll be reversed where before the live was first and I'm working second. Like when I first, I was working evenings, doing lives in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But see now, it could be a time that shit be different. I'll be working and then this shit be second. You know what I'm saying? Because life work like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be telling y'all this. I'm always in reality. Because that's like if I had an opportunity, say I had an opportunity right now to make an extra 50,000. You think I'm stupid enough to not make it? That's how I look at shit, y'all. I look at what I'm accomplishing a year and what I'm going to do this year to set me up for next year. That's how I think now. I used to think small term. So yeah, y'all, this whole shit is based on opportunities and time. So we talking about time earlier. Within the time, it's really the timing. Timing is everything. Time and opportunity, y'all. And being ready. Because you can have it all, but you ain't ready. So, nah, man. That's why I say, hey, come working on yourself. And everybody got to do a work for them. And you got to figure this shit out. So that's why I say, when I notice like, it ain't no agenda. It's no this, it's no that. Because that's how it is. So you think about life with no owner's manual. Think about anything you get with no owner's manual. That's how it's going down. Ain't no owner's manual. They rewrote the book, but they're not passing out no manuals. So you got to figure this shit out. That's the shit I mean. Meanwhile, everything's speeding up and I know I'm stupid when it comes to a lot of shit in tech right now. Meaning I know so many people making money so many different ways with all these damn apps. In our hand right now. People supposed to be learning the stock market, not watching stupid ass shit. Get it? Stock market, y'all. All these companies just keep coming out. We just missed the whole digital era of stock investments. All that shit just went rich. Every single one. When I watched every one of them be nothing. Now they billionaires. Nah, bro. I look at this shit different, y'all. I know it's a prison that everybody else get rich off. I know who's in prison and I know who they get rich off. So once I know the whole play now, I know what it is. I see what's up. Y'all gonna be certified characters on this internet. The characters and the consumers. Make y'all fucking digital NFT characters, man. I know what's up. That's why we all on here with icons and shit. We all on here with icons. You know what I'm saying? We all got turned to fucking characters, y'all. I know what's up. That's why I always told y'all shit like I did in the real world. No, I don't want to be just known as no character from the internet. Nah, but I know what it's about. Turn everybody into fucking character. Yup. So what up? What else up in here? I ain't gonna hold you. That's why I'll tell you, man. It's time right now. I'm gonna make time to learn this shit. I'm gonna teach myself a lot of shit. That's what I'm gonna be doing this whole summer, going to school. Because ain't no more excuses, and I ain't about to keep playing around out here. I'm talking about it's young people got money, man. People got their teens. I'm telling you, it's people in their 20s. They getting money off that NFT shit. Like, it's some people got their kids doing all this shit at once. They doing NFT, getting money. Their kids started streaming. They streaming, doing apps, streaming, gaming. They got that going on. Their kids got money in Bitcoin, all that shit. And they learning about the investments on their phone. And they fucking in school. And they doing all that shit at once. So if I say, I know what's going on, y'all. I know who the damn fool is. I know I'm man enough to admit my shit. Because I know. The shit I be having, when I be getting up early and to do a live in the morning, be taking me 3 hours and change just to get it together. Then I got to do it. Then after that, other shit got to be done. Now I'm talking about I want to try to learn this and learn that. That's why I say it's timing, y'all. It's all on time. So yeah. That's why I say I know what things going at this year. More into, and see, this is going to kill people. Because a lot of people are not into that new shit and the real shit. So this is why you're going to see these transitions. They're going to keep chasing a certain content, but that shit ain't going to be there no more. The only thing going to be left is a lot of real shit. Get it? And that's why I said it was always meant to be like that. It was always meant to be this confusion. See what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I was this fake blending in with the real. When I said shit like, it's people whole job to play games on this internet. So the real people won't connect. That was always the whole plan. All right? Keep them in the chat. However they are, whether they're fighting, beefing, whatever it is. But always destroy the focus. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even on this channel, like I said, I do experiments. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's time where I go on certain levels of this membership shit and I know what's up. I just don't say nothing. You see what I'm saying? I just don't say nothing. So a while ago, this when I've been learned that people watch me for certain reasons. Get it? Meaning they not all into this content. They not all into certain shit. That's not been start learning. People got different agendas. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. But I be wanting people to know I be knowing many different ways. So I'm saying? So my whole thing was just knowing who's who so I can get into other shit and do other things. But then I peeped with this shit going on where, yeah. So I'm saying? So it ain't about nothing, y'all. I say these things because I know things going to change and things going to shift. Yeah, it's going to shift. So that's all I was telling people, like, yeah, we all just went through the greatest time of this shit. So I look at a lot of different things. Like I said, I don't know how y'all timeline look. My timeline look crazy. It's stuff on my timeline I'm not subscribed to. I don't see nobody. And I know when I used to come, anybody big, automatically, they're on the timeline. Certain people, you automatically saw them. They're like say when Charleston White was doing this thing, you might see Charleston White. So you come on, you're going to see a whole bunch of Charleston White shit. You will see how, okay, they on their page, they're on the internet. You're going to see all this. You don't see. It's different now. So that's why I was like, nah, I know what's going on. That shit control. Huh? Not only that shit doing bad. That shit doing, like, I don't know what's over the diddytrial. I even look at this shit today. I'm sick of that shit. I'm gonna talk about it, but come on, y'all. This shit, I'm gonna be the psycho in a minute because that shit gonna be like 2 years plus. Still talking about Diddy, man. That's how it's supposed to be, y'all. When I said this Diddy shit was made to be like that, that's right. It was made for all of us to be wrapped up in the Diddy world of baby all and all this other shit. And just talk about that shit. We look up, shit gonna be 2 years straight. And then while we was talking about Diddy, all that other shit kept happening. Meanwhile, people lost 2 years of their life. Yup. That's it. That's it. So that's how it's set up. It's set up like that. So he is the dark cloud, man. He like the devil that won't go away. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like this with the Epstein shit. Because it was different. Nobody cared about Epstein. Get it? Nobody cared about Epstein shit. But Epstein wasn't tied into no music. But the Epstein shit, like that shit wasn't this long. Nah, man, this whole shit is a torment. Fans, celebrities, this embarrassment shit, that's part of it all, man. Dragging that shit out. When I said they're gonna drag it out so everybody can eat off it. Everybody eating off this shit, y'all. Oh my God, I can't even explain how many people eating off this shit. Podcasts. They got podcasts. Check the diddytrial podcast. All this stuff, y'all. So I know what's going on. It's this big ass cash out. It's like everybody's ragging that shit, getting their piece, then they gonna bury that shit. I know how this shit works, y'all. And I should have said that earlier. It goes back to the disco. Because that's the main thing I forgot to say about disco earlier. When it was all said and done, they destroyed that shit, y'all. That's what I forgot to say earlier. When they said enough of this shit, they destroyed it. I mean, destroyed it quick. That shit disappeared. They brought all the records out at a baseball game, went over them shits with bulldozers, broke all them shits, banned the club, shut them down, and that shit disappeared. All the people behind that club start dying. Yup. A lot of people start dying. All type of shit start happening. Yup. But I ain't gonna lie, I forgot. That's where we at now. I forgot. Because I forgot disco had got all the way destroyed. And that's when they went into rap. But I forgot to say earlier, now they're destroying rap all the way. Yup. The babies of the hippies and the Panthers. Yup. The rebellious ones, the generation, they want to destroy it. Yeah. Oh, y'all. Yeah. People didn't get it, man. That shit for real. Nah, y'all. That shit is for real. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, the concept people didn't want to understand is when they told you diamonds are a girl best friend, that's really what it is. So you'll see Elton John, he was the one with the diamonds on the shades. But I say so, it ain't just the shades. He got the diamonds on the shades. That meant something. Yeah. All that stuff meant something. And also before, like I said, the orange, before they ain't wear pink back then, because you know it was obvious. So back then they'll flame with that orange. Then you're gonna watch every single black situation had orange. Fat Albert had orange. You watch Good Time. Oh, they always had the orange on. Yeah. That's a horny color too. Sex, that's a sex, yeah. So it was always like that, y'all. It was always like that. See an orange wig? Now my mom said my tell you she a hoe? Yeah, she on that orange wig. That's that freaky shit. That's what orange means. No, orange deal with that sex, or deal with the sex shop and all that. So yeah, orange is a symbol, also a horny as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell you, man, all this shit is old now, y'all. And that's what it is. And like I said, when I say stuff like the real knowledge is the shit that's all around you. So you don't gotta look at no book to know certain shit. Once you just know, you just know. Once you understand what all this is about. When I say they was under a certain color code, a certain code, the code was their prison. That's what I mean. Because they all know what they're supposed to do, and they know to keep it going. And they know. They know. Trust me. So yeah, y'all, that's enough of that. What else been going on, though, y'all? What else been going on? Because I be in my world. So if I don't know what y'all tell me, I don't know what's going on in y'all world. But other than that, I be in my own world. And that's how I live. I stay, you know what I'm saying? I keep my eye on stuff, but I stay out of that shit, yo. Yeah, man. I got my own way. It's like when you conceited, you know? Hey, sometimes you gotta be conceited, y'all. Really, that's called focusing on yourself. So that's really it. You don't gotta shit on nobody else, but you gotta know it's all about you sometimes, man. People gonna treat you like shit. People gonna make you think you ain't shit, but you gotta know what it is. Or you might feel like you ain't shit now, or you just got to know that you can be, you can do certain things. You know, that's it. And that's really it. Yeah, it's gonna be a heat wave. Yeah. Who else up here? All right. Morgan Freeman. Yeah. Oh shit. Hold up. All right. You say Lindy? On 66, been watching Diddy from the very start. Yeah. Yup. Good, you still good. Hold up. So everywhere, even elements will show you how the system works. Air, fire, water, earth. Yeah. Information frequency through winds. I'm convinced air is the OG. Yeah. Everything is all around you. That's the same thing they told it was in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? That the whole science of the Matrix is reality from not reality, but these worlds are mixed. That's all it is. These world is all mixed up. Everything we deal with on this internet is the Matrix. This whole shit was never supposed to be taken serious at all. Nope. But it's about conquering it and deciphering. That's why the Matrix is a code. That's why I say everything is already explained, man. It's a coded world you in. You in a coded world, and there's people that know the codes. But the thing is, you got to figure them out because nobody gonna tell you the shit. That's the whole concept of the Matrix. That's why you'll see, no matter how much Morpheus was telling him, he couldn't do shit for him. He just was telling him he had to master the shit on his own, y'all. That's the whole concept of the Matrix. I can do this, I can do that, show you this, show you. You got to do the shit. You got to jump off the roof. You got to duck the bullets. That's how this shit is, y'all. That's what it all is. That's right. That movie came out 1999 for a reason, because that movie was ushering in 2000. But I didn't know what it was all about back then. I didn't know they were telling me you about to be in a fake ass world. You about to be in a world where you don't know what from what. All right. And then this world trade, you ain't gonna know nothing. You just gonna see stuff, but you ain't gonna know nothing. And you gonna see a lot of shit you ain't gonna know, because that's all it is. It is an unseen world. That's my opinion. It's a lot of things unseen and unknown, but it's a lot of things you can't see. Get it? So first, you got to master the shit you can see first. That's how that works. So yeah, y'all, real shit, man. So that dumbed down shit, it ran out, y'all. I don't lower my standards because that's what it is. I dealt with what people want to hear, what people want. I know people ain't want no real shit. So when I was checking to see if the real shit was the majority, it wasn't. So you get it? That's what happened. This channel has never had over 500 members, so I knew majority of people didn't want no real shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that. But I really want to do real shit. So when I say what I say, yeah, I know what I be talking about. So this is why I was focused on being diverse. And part of what kills shit is, like I said, just the fact of talking a lot of black talk, people don't want to hear that shit, y'all. So I know how to run my channel, and I know how to reboot it. So when I reboot and I start getting other shit, I'm not talking about, sir, it's going to just start switching. That's just what it is. I'm very universal. I don't got to just talk about the stupid ass rap every day. I'm going to talk about no fucking freaks and perverts that I knew been freaks and perverts. All that shit was part of my comedy shit. That's why you're going to see when I first, all that whole shit I talk about, laughing and joking, comedy. That's it. But other than that, I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not trying to break this down and break that down. No, it's about a revelation that had to be known. All right? People like Dark Migo got it, and that's what it was about. So it ain't about nothing else. Because if I keep talking about fruity shit every day, joking on fruity shit, obviously, I guess I'm fruity than her. If I keep talking about it, that's how it's going. That's how it's made to be. So says so. Nah, man. I'm talking about. I don't care sexual period shit. If it was about what men and women do every day, it's still gonna be sexual shit every day. Who does that? When you was a kid, did you talk about sex every day? No, you never did that your whole life. Your whole life, you never did that shit. But yeah, things are controlled more than ever now. See, The mind control is these applications are for the mind control, y'all. Your mind cannot be accessed unless it's through an application, because you don't control the other end of the app. That's how it's all meant to be. So I know how this shit works. All that robot shit could be a straight fake out, and the whole time you the robot. That's how this shit works, guys. They'll show you all this shit the whole time you the robot. That robot you think coming out ain't never coming out. That's what I be talking about. I know the magicians, man. Then how you think about this, it's gonna be that. How you think about a chip, it's gonna be a chip in your back of your head. 2000 coming in, we think you're gonna get a barcode back in there, or you're gonna get a chip in your nose. The shit gonna come somewhere totally different. I always knew that. Whatever you think it's gonna be something else. You think it's robots being made the whole time? You're the robot. That's how the shit work. That's how it works, man. So if we can control what you think about, control what you talk about, control your options, what you eat, you know what I'm saying? How you smile, how you cry, you're a robot. Got you. So that's how the shit work. So that's why I say is if you're not doing regular human shit, you might be a fucking robot already. You know what I'm saying? You might just be trained to do this, do that, you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that, you do that. That's your life. You just do this, you do that. Robot. But I'm saying you're just doing the same routine shit. That's that robot shit, y'all. So that's where we at with it. But yeah, that's about it. What's up, Matt? What's up? What's up, 401? What's up, y'all? What's up? Oh, that look, hold up. Then I got 52 triggers to break your emotional loop. All right. Hold up. I'm gonna see if there's something else. They trying to get Pusha T to go at Travis Scott. Corny as hell, y'all. Travis Scott ain't no damn battle rapper. Now, remember when I told y'all Jay-Z control Bun B? Look at Bun B trying to gaslight this shit with his old ass. Bun B to Travis Scott, after Pusha T this, you have to respond, bro. You have to respond. They trying to pull another Kendrick Drake shit, y'all. They trying to start a beef with Travis Scott and Pusha T to distract the fucking attention, y'all. It's not gonna work. Travis Scott ain't responding to that. He made music, he made hits. They also doing this thing where they know niggas is big. They went at Drake because he around the world. Travis Scott just came from around the world. Jay-Z is sending people to go at these people, man. That's my opinion. It ain't gonna work. Travis Scott ain't gonna respond to that shit. He's not. Look at Bun B. You gotta respond. See that? Old niggas promoting beef. Pusha T ass old. Hating on Travis Scott. Told you. This is why it's over, y'all. It's over. I'll fucking go to Travis Scott concert if I go see Pusha T. Yeah, I'll go to this shit with a female just to hear the light show. Cause that shit used to bang in the club. You know what I'm saying? No, these niggas are corny, y'all. They're whack. That's it. My whole shit with rap is if it ain't no shit I'm listening to on some street shit, club shit. That's it. if it's a rapper, his shit bang in the club, he all right with me. That's how I look at this shit. So I look at Travis Scott as he make music. He ain't no rapper. He makes fucking music. And his shit in the club, this shit hits. So that's how I look at him. You know what I'm saying? Because Pusha T is a cornball. So just me talking about rap is corny. Let's say, hold up. Do you think Jay is guilty of anything? Of course he is. Pretty sure he is. You know what I'm saying? But this whole shit is a prank, y'all. So don't be surprised if nobody get in trouble. Sir, like Fat Joe, his ass will get in trouble because he got some other shit in there. Fat Joe got that money stuff in there, so he's in. I know he in trouble for that money stuff. Like if all that sex stuff was dropped, he still got all that real money stuff on the table. So Fat Joe had, and he been locked up before for. He already was about to get in trouble for IRS shit. So yeah, Fat Joe, he's going to be in trouble for real. But for the most part, don't be surprised it wasn't a big prank, y'all. And what I mean is, it was a big promotion of what you see, and it really mean it was all okay. Yeah, so I know what's up, man. Yeah, said she was waiting for. Oh shit. Hold up, God don't like, man, that Yeah, man. If I told you to turn to females, told you, man. Look, Bun B gaslighting the beef. All right, so that's why I say who we at, man. And that's why I say shit like, I ain't gonna ruin my Friday on that shit. Hell no. I'm not doing it. Cause I'm definitely coming with something positive on Sunday. I'm about to do a reset. So I always do that when it comes time to summertime. Reset this shit. When kids out of school, things always change. A lot of things change. People's schedule change. The world is changing. A lot of people that was on the internet going to jail. Look, on TV, major flooding happened. I ain't gonna talk about that, y'all. Midwest flooding out. There's so much shit happening, man. Flooding in the Midwest, flood. They just been getting hit, all this shit. People disappearing still. Yeah. That shit for real, y'all. Nothing is solid, nothing is steady. Hold up. Yeah, man. R. Kelly ass. So you see it, right? That's all we're gonna be talking about. R. Kelly, Diddy. What's gonna happen? Shannon Sharp case gonna come back up. Everybody shit gonna come back up again. What's up, new mom? All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all later, man. I ain't about to be up here all night. Not by myself, I ain't. So remember, I got some stuff working for y'all. All right, just know that. Yeah, I'm about to turn up. The reason why I say certain things is, like, I be having a concept, but it's about putting together, and it's about that right timing. So, yeah, I'm about to we going positive. Just know that Sunday, positive. I'm holler at y'all. Hey, what's up? What's up, Regal? That's right. Distraction to keep you from looking over there. What's up, Britt Brat? What's up, Big Phil? That's all it is, y'all. That's all it is. That's all it's ever been. Yeah. That's all it ever been. You too, Crystal. Like I said, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all enjoy y'all day. It's Friday, man. Enjoy y'all Friday, man. Fuck all this internet shit. Need a break. Need a break, y'all. Need a break. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your day. Secrets of America coming part 6. And that's a request, and I mean, I got to do it. So I do got set in the cut, though. Yes, I do. See, it was so much shit going on, y'all. Certain times, like, it gotta be hidden. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works. It's processes, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I feel like I got a lot of people, certain people on my channel up to no good, and I start trashing people, running people off, that's how I do. Then after that, I get back into the real shit. Yeah, it's a process on this shit. But yeah, that's the request. Secrets part 6. I got to do that anyway, and I do got something for that, because I got some pictures I got in the cut. And it's a secret of America, because I ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, look, members, long as I get requests, it's gonna get done. So I'm gonna start making more posts in the member section, and we're gonna start getting into these requests, shit like that. Cause yeah, sometimes I get blocked. Like, you know how people get writer's block. Sometimes, because it's like this, I don't just throw shit together. So when I do real work, it got to be a real layout, but it also comes as information comes. So it might be times when I come into certain new information, then it's time to do it. It's time to let it be known. You know, it's time to lay it out. So that's how it works sometimes. So it's easy to just do videos, but the real epic shit, yeah. And you'll see it people that know, sir, in the summer, that's when I get into all that shit when it get hot, because that's when the information start coming out. That's why it was always meant to be like that. See, the summertime is when you really tap in. You know what I'm saying? Certain things are open. And that's why it's made for you to be the most distracted when things open up. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm about to get into all that AI. What's up, AI? So yeah, bro, I just been in the middle of a lot of stuff. When I'm finished, I'm gonna break it all down to y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all a lot. So I just not the type to talk about stuff as it's going down. So yeah, that's really it. I'm getting ready for this new shit, y'all. Like I said earlier, I'm already kind of pissed. I feel like a lot of this year been wasted already on a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but you can't speed the clock up. You just gotta be patient. So That's why I respect everybody. I appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, my I already know what's up. See, my whole thing is to turn up from that negative shit. See, the negative shit ain't gonna stop, but it just got to be other options. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to keep eating the same food every day, no matter how much you like the food. Water's good for you, but you don't want to drink water every day. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want the same shit all the time, every day, every day, every day. And that's how it's gonna play out, because that's all you're gonna get. So now you're gonna see who's the creators, innovators, and who's the inspirers. Then also remember this. I know this. It's always somebody waiting on the next inspiring or the new inspiring. That's like say if I came with some new shit right now, motherfucker quick try to steal it. If I come with something right now that work, that's how it work, y'all. So that's why I learned how to do certain shit and let it be. It's timing with a lot of shit. Yeah. Like, y'all know I got all that shit on members only, but see, it's gonna be a time when I'm gonna shift and I'm gonna turn up, and then I'm gonna release all that shit I did already. I'm gonna release all that shit at once. But by the time I release everybody else, that shit gonna be old. So when I say shit like it's on purpose like that to be ahead, that's how I made it. So when I drop all that shit, it's gonna be old. They'll finally be seeing Secrets of America 1 when I did that shit maybe 2 years ago. That's how fast I'm flying. But I'm gonna be somewhere else. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So y'all just get ready. But I'll holler at y'all. I'll holler. Thank y'all for tapping in. Also, thank everybody for the Cash App, Super Chat. Thank y'all for keeping y'all membership current, stuff like that. And yeah. These like the things I said, like once I know what's good during the week, like I'll be doing more stuff like during the week too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about like stuff like this during the week. What's up, new mom? Oh no, it's all good. Yeah, it's like if you ain't go through it, you gotta go through that. You gotta go through that, new mom. I like what I mean is like I damn near couldn't even top some of the works I did. Yeah. Cause a lot of the stuff I was doing, I was actually learning as I was going on too. So I was learning a lot of shit just going through it. Yeah, so that's why I tell you, that's why I get inspired from. Where this is stuff I'd have been learning anyway, but not being I do videos, I'm able to take what I learned and you know what I'm saying? And it's not what I learned, it's what was here that we just didn't come across. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it worked. And that's how knowledge works. You're never gonna know everything at once anyway. So that's how this shit, like you're gonna get certain things come at you when you're in your 20s, 30s. That's how knowledge works. It works in levels. You're never gonna know everything. But the shit that you learn, that's for that time. That you were supposed to learn that. All this stuff had to be learned. I did everything in order. Secrets of America. Showing the true part history of this country. Like, while everybody was going so hard to not like the country and go all this other shit, I kept going into the secrets of this country, the beauties, the rich history, the greatness. Get it? So much other stuff. When they still didn't realize to this day why the hell the whole world want to come here. So when I tell you people made asses and fools out of themselves, nobody wants to hear fools no more, y'all. And I don't care who they are. That's where we at. Because until you read this real history for yourself, or where you stand and where you sleep and where you gonna die at, you just gonna always be the one that's a joke, y'all. Every state got so much history. Every state. And a lot of this shit you ain't never gonna find out neither. Some of y'all buy certain important shit right now, landmarks, historical places, all type of stuff. But when I tell you this shit like you don't know what you're looking at and where you in, you ain't gonna get it. Like you still ain't gonna get why some buildings they tear down, some buildings they never tear down. Even though somebody might not even have certain things is always around. Those be the things right in your face. Also, in the ghetto, a lot of shit is hidden in the ghetto too. Like those are the ghetto is where a lot of the old historical shit at. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. A lot of historical stuff is in the ghetto, y'all. And stuff like, that's where it be at. Certain things, landmarks. What up, Domingo? Hold up. Okay. Yeah. What's up, Brett? Native American mounds in the South are so peaceful. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I'm at. Seeing it with your own eyes. That's where I'm at with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Seeing that shit with your eyes. Stuff, certain things give you a whole nother inspiration. When all you getting is negative, dark shit, you ain't gonna get nothing out of that. Can't. It's impossible. It's impossible, y'all. It's science, man. It's a funk. Negativity gives you nothing. You're not getting shit out of it. So yeah, I know what's up. I see it every day, y'all. When I see the way the summer's been, these summers, that shit is depressing, y'all. The summer look like the winter. I'm used to people being ghosts in the winter. People ghosts in the summer. Summertime, once again, don't hear nothing. That shit crazy. So it's set up like that. If you want action, you got to go where the action at. You got to know where to find the action. Yeah, people is living different. Hold up. AI, where you at? That's where a lot of shit at, bro. Every day, it's a lot of shit in Pennsylvania. Delaware tribe. A lot of shit in Pennsylvania. Harrisburg. All that shit, y'all. I'm telling you. All that stuff right there. Hold up. Yeah, it's gonna be a heat wave, y'all. I know what's up. That heat wave caused depression. That heat, all this heat shit. Told you that power shit. I already know what's up, y'all. I'm already ready. I'm already getting ready. I already know what's up. I already know how this summer gonna be. I call this. It's gonna be a hot summer. I already know, man. It's this. I already know, man, because it's gonna be hard for anybody on that street. Anybody on that street is gonna be hard for you. Florida flooded. Everywhere fucking flooded, y'all. Flash flood in Brevard County. Flooded. People driving through. Tell you, man. I knew it was gonna flood and rain because it was all that humidity last week. If I say you stuff, you know nature, you'll know when it's gonna rain, all that shit. When it was humid, I knew somebody, I ain't know who, but I knew somebody gonna get a flood somewhere. That shit was so humid. Now that shit flooded. People driving through flood in Florida about to fuck they shit up. Told you, man. Nah, anybody on the streets catching hell, y'all. Look, the BMW stuck in water right there. BMW, dumbass. Told you, man. America always gonna catch hell. BMW, fucked up, stuck. I'm talking about that shit was a new joint too. That shit like it was 2020 something. Stuck in the water. Ain't no way that important, y'all know what I'm saying, man. It's set up where you just gonna take losses, you always gonna be late, short, messed up. But that shit, everything, a lot of this is anybody living outside is the punish. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be so hot. If you in your car, you're gonna keep burning air. Man, I'm telling you, people gonna fall off. Cause what I'm seeing, I saw before. That's why I know this shit. I lived through this shit before. I just didn't know what it was. This like some of the things that was happening, like when like Clinton came in certain times and shit. I just remember it was times throughout history where things being so bad, you gotta get a job. You gotta do something. You gotta get a tip job, like you or whatever you had going on. It'll just switch. You gotta do something, or you gonna be. It just that's how that should be. That's why I say it's throughout time I learned when different regimes come in, that change is gonna come. It just depends on what the agenda is. You know what I'm saying? And like I also know, long as this shit going on overseas, ain't shit calm for real. Hell no. I know what's up. When the peace is announced, then it's straight. Yeah, that dry ice be popping too. I be forgetting about this shit. The dry ice is popping. Definitely that. No air, always in the car and smoke cigs. Oh man, back to back sucks. She doesn't know it sucks. Oh man. Oh man, especially there. I already know what's up. I know what's up. I know. We ain't gonna talk about that, but I know what's going on. That's why I say everything is targeted to the streets. A lot of people on those streets, y'all, just to get the last of their ass off. Y'all know how many people get disability checks on the street? If you get a disability check, but you're not in the system, in the program where they help you get housing, you can't afford no rent. They be the main ones on the street. They might get $800 a month, but it ain't enough for no crib. That's why a lot of them be homeless, y'all. You gotta remember, a large percentage of Americans are classified disabled, so they get checks, so they only get just enough. And some of them ended up on the street with just enough, and that's it. That's where they stuck at. But this heat gonna whip ass. Yeah, it's too hot to ride with AC. Bro, tell you, I do every day strategic. Go out early, all that. I read weather. I get up, I check weather. I already know what's up. Okay, it's gonna be hot. I'm getting everything done early. Everything done early as possible. That's called before like 12 or 1. Like, I'm getting shit done early. Or if I'm ordering shit. If it's too hot. Straight up. So yeah, it's all on how you move, man. My whole shit is moving at certain. I tell you, I don't move during no certain times. Yup. Like, even if I gotta go to work, I'm leaving early. I'm not being stuck in no traffic. That's all burning up money. Burning gas now, burning straight cash money now. That's what that shit is. I'm not in all that shit no more. So I say before summertime, you know what's gonna happen? Ride around the AC. Something going down. Going to somebody's house with AC. Something. Know that. Like, you always do that. Hot, going shopping, going to the store. I know the summer's flow. You hang in the store, you shop. That's how you get out. You stay at AC. That's how that shit go in the summertime, man. Play the AC all day and come out at night. I also knew summertime, make sure you work somewhere with AC. Be working under AC all day. Shit. There's ways to beat that heat. There's ways you gotta just know how to beat it. Yeah, man. I get that work done, bro. Yeah. Hold up. You say you done with trolls. What you mean by that? I told you trolls been played out. No, I don't. Man. Anybody trolling now, they just showing you their life sucks, man. That's it. My weight on disability, as we speak, and my attorney said I will receive. Well, you gonna be good, Danny girl. You getting good disability. You said the key word, attorney. That's right. If you don't pay no attorney, it ain't gonna happen. And you still might get shot down. But not you. I'm pretty sure you got shot down already. So that's how I go. They always say you're gonna get shot down once, maybe twice. Yeah. But once you get it, you straight. You gotta keep the AC in the car, so be more. That's right. Especially with leather seats or whatever. Hell yeah. But that heat break the car down too, though. All that heat break your shit down quicker. Yes, it does. Make hoses bust. Yeah, that heat be breaking people's shit down. People be forgetting to keep their antifreeze levels up and par, shit like that. A G a week is good, but you still gotta watch your spending. Yeah, G a week is decent. I say you got to depend on where you live at, eh? You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you live at. A G a week up north might not be a lot, but in certain places, you know what I'm saying? Your rent might only be $1,200, $1,300. It depends on where you at. You feel what I'm saying, bro? So some places you can cover all your bills with $2,000. $2,200 cover all your shit. It depends on where you at. That's all it is. Yeah, that's how America work though. Like you said, you might get $4,000. All you gotta do go to the right state after that, and make that shit stretch. But yeah, that it's barely. You see all that? Yeah, you can fry egg on the street in Phoenix. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I don't do that hot shit. I'm not with it. Not at all. Did all that already. But I mean, I still go on the heat. Don't get it twisted though. I make sure I go out in the heat. That's how I do. I make sure I get that sun. I do. It might not be long, but I make sure I get that heat. I definitely do that. Like I said, I'm not gonna be vitamin D. So vitamin D deficient. So if I'm in a, I still be by windows and shit. So that's how I rock. I make sure I get my sunlight. So that's why y'all see a lot of shit. People that been on these lives. I'm not on wood, but that's why I don't be getting sick and shit. Cause yeah, you gotta get that sunlight, y'all. A lot of people got sick because they just don't get no sunlight. Can't keep going all that time without no sun, y'all. That's psycho shit. You really think about it. Everything get its sunlight, trees, air, everything. They made it where humans don't get fucking sun. They just get Wi-Fi rays to their brain, y'all. Not sun rays, Wi-Fi rays and 5G rays. But the sun glitches all that shit. So I had to remember this shit. I forgot this happened. Y'all know sometime a certain time of the day that makes servers go out. So I had to remember that. Like sometime when I be doing lives in the morning, that shit go out. I forgot sometime that be because the sun be rising in certain positions. So sometime when the sun in certain positions, it does knock frequency out. I forgot all about that shit. And I also forgot that is also why when it get hot, the frequency internet start messing up more because the sun is at a powerful angle. The sun is very closer and it's more powerful. So I had to remember that. Damn, the shit do mess up when it get hot because the sun knocks shit out. It does. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize how my setup's been throughout the years. I had to think like, damn, that is true. When that sun rises and say Wi-Fi, or it might be on the particular side of the house. Because I peeped it through the antenna. Remember, I said I watched antenna TV too. So I was able to look at how these channels was working all this time with the antenna. But as soon as this hot shit started happening and this sun got closer, the same channels I used to be able to watch, the shit don't come in no more. So I was like, yo, the sun must have knocked that shit out. And that's how I was able to peep that shit. The channels I was able to get, the power of the sun is so powerful, you ain't gonna get that shit. Now back at nighttime, you might get it. Nah, that sun be knocking shit out. Sometimes your phone fucking up, it could be from the sun. Yeah. The most powerful is frequency that knock everything out. Yeah. Okay, where we at? 6 o'clock? How far? Okay. Hold up. I go outside only when I got to go to the doctor because they watch you like a hawk. Yes, they do. When it's time for that payout, yes, they are watching you. That whole shit. She said, here they go to Mexico to the beach, a 4-hour drive, and you need your birth certificate to cross over. Oh my God, man. In America, you got to go to Mexico for the beach. Hey, I can't live like that, y'all. I love Arizona. I would like to go there, but no, I told you it's the reason why they got people. No, y'all, that shit ain't natural, man. You got to go to another country for the beach, 4-hour drive. Damn. That's crazy, y'all. That's fucking crazy, man. Ain't no way in hell, y'all. I'm not staying in no state like that. Hell no. No. You know, hell, also I'm gonna burn for a lot of the time, and I ain't got no water around. But back in the day, y'all, that was all one landmass though, so that was the connection. That's the most important part of the country, y'all. That whole part, man. From Midwest to California, that's the most important. That's like a whole nother historical shit. Y'all got to go into that history to find out what that's all tied in with the whole Spanish shit, the whole Spain shit, man. That whole history is right there, y'all. That whole history is all of them together. Arizona, New Mexico, all that shit is connected, y'all. Vegas, California, man. All that shit is connected for real. Told you, man, everybody reality is fucked up with imaginary lines, y'all. That's what happened, man. All these imaginary lines. Yo, telling you, man, family, everybody's already destroyed from the shit that when you say I'm from this state, I'm from that state, that we already fucked up. I'm from this state. Whole time shit with one landmass. Chop Arizona up from Nevada, all that shit, one land for real. You know what I'm saying? All one fucking land. That whole Grand Canyon shit, all that shit, one shit. Appalachian Mountain, one shit. Shit go from goddamn up north, New York, beyond that shit, all the way down South Kentucky, down there. Divided by states. Whole time that shit, one land. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say everybody's already messed up, guys. It's already messed up. You know, it's already messed up. Yeah. Once they got people into this, I'm from this state and this city, especially that city shit. I'm from San Diego. Once they got people in that city shit, that alone is divide and conquer. Let's look at it now. Everybody says where they're from, but it's a name that was made up on this same landmass. All these cities made up. All these names made up. But people start saying, I'm this, I'm that. This is where I'm from. I'm this, I'm that. But it was all made up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that. That's what I'm showing y'all. Everything is already so far. That's what it is, y'all. All y'all at, all the fucking national parks out there. All the truth out there. Yup, all the real land is closed off, man. All the historical land is closed off. National park or military, one way. Or highway. Yeah, America set up where all the real important land, your feet will not touch it. And if you do, you ain't gonna know what's going on. You ain't gonna know shit anyway. Your feet won't touch that shit. Also, people that run shit know the power of spirituality. They know the power of tapping in. They know what all that shit means. So that's why some shit you ain't even gonna see it. You ain't gonna touch it. Your feet ain't gonna touch it. Your hand ain't gonna touch it. That's why you gotta watch shit like Indiana Jones and all that shit. They teach you the power of relics, landmarks, all that shit, man. Why the hell you think they got this thing called archaeologists and all that shit? Why you think they spend all that money into finding ancient artifacts? The whole thing is you don't worry about this shit. Nah. It's a reason for a lot of stuff, y'all. But I also know what happened when people started doing their own homework and discovering a lot, proving a lot of facts. That's another reason why a lot of shit got shut down, man. That's why I noticed everything was revealed before AI, y'all. Since AI came out, a lot of shit you ain't gonna find like that no more, y'all. When I tell all that shit, all the truth being revealed, and the control of media is called AI, where it can actually hide certain shit and make you don't see it, and make you see what they want you to see. Everything, that's why I say is a lot of shit controlled now. Then you got this shit controlled. Then you got this thing called misinformation, fake on purpose. So they actually, it's like that. So when I threw that chop out the books, it's for real. Now to get truth, you gotta buy the book. You gotta do your own research back to that. But you don't gotta go to libraries no more. People don't know when I first want to learn. Me and my friend, that's what we used to do. We used to go to the library. Looking at maps. All this shit we look at now, had to do that shit at the library. We started learning about all this shit back then. When I said that new order book, all that shit was coming out, we were going to the library back then. We was trying to figure out shit back then. But we were doing shit as a whole too. So say we might be 4, 5 of us. We into this same shit. So yeah, y'all, that's why I say I know how it was all started out. Yeah. A lot of people smart, yo. So I remember the time when everybody was smart, and I remember everybody not only smart, everybody was seeking knowledge. That's why I say we went through that phase already. Everybody was seeking knowledge. Then they came with the fake internet, giving you fake knowledge, giving you knowledge on this shit. No, y'all, it's the reason why everybody is where they at. Knowledge was something you had to seek. It is never given to you. So what was given was a lot of misinformation and a lot of mixed up shit. But that knowledge thing is a pursuit. You gotta. It's like that's the fun of it. You find it on your own because everybody's gonna find something somebody else didn't know. But when everybody just repeating the same shit, that's how it's supposed to be robot shit. But meanwhile, everybody that's say they into this certain knowledge, everybody supposed to do their own research and bring something new to the table. Or what you discovered, or what you learned. So that's why I say we grew up building like that. It was never no such thing as we debating. The hell no. This what I figured out, or word, or you did. Oh, I never saw it like that, or whatever. Oh, then he gonna say, check this out though. This what I got going on, or this what I see, or I'll read this book right here. And that's how this should be. So now I'm talking about what I just read. He talking about what he just read. We both put each other on point, and we both get smarter. You know what I'm saying? That's how this shit always went. Always like that. Building. They was raised, yeah, it was an era of destroying, debating. That means destroying, bickering, nothing to do with no information, knowledge, nothing. Build it. I lay something down, you lay something on top of it. You come back with something else. So, yeah. Hold up. That when you deposit over 500, they go on the flag. They said for it's fake money and scammers. Yeah, that's what that's about. What's up, Bird? That's what that's about. Yeah, all that shit over with, y'all. Everybody's gonna drown. Everybody that depends on that shit gonna drown. But it was really to cut off the big organizations. Further, I say it. When I talk this crime shit, man, when you see it's from the top. It was so many fake companies started doing dirt, internet companies doing dirt, every field every field doing dirt, every fucking field. Yeah, do business. But that also means everybody was allowed to get rich already. Just understand that part. Everything getting locked down means everybody got rich already. That's what it means. That's what it means, y'all. Everybody already got rich. I learned that from the drug game. My whole perspective on life is come when I learned in the drug game, y'all. That's it. That's what I've been learned. It's all the same. It's just that you got corporate business, drug dealer, and street business. Same shit. You take the same thing to win. Marketing, promoting, sales, customers, customer service. It's all together. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. So, yeah. That's how I got smart with the law. I got smart with the law because my whole plan was not to break the law, only for certain shit. So that's what I'm just saying. I never was into breaking the law. I just into doing what I needed to do. I wasn't into that breaking the law shit. So I was always smart. Like if I do this gonna give me that. This gonna give me that. So now, like I said, you talk about weed and shit. Plenty of times I done got caught with that shit. Plenty of times. So throughout the year, I'm just saying throughout the years, it was a time when I did get caught weed so much, I'd be on probation, shit like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, yeah. That had me about 2 times. I was on probation over weed and shit. Because remember, that's when it was a damn felony. But they was using that shit to lock people up. They were using that shit for stop and frisk reasons. They were using that weed for a lot of shit back then, man. That's why you're going to see they never care how much weed you smoke, man. I've been learning about a lot of shit, man. Anything that's good for you, they're going to cut it off. Anything that you do so you keep going, 9 times out of 10, it ain't good for you. That's just how this shit always going to work, man. They always say, have your weed. Fuck that. Have your weed, yes, please, smoke. That's how they look at it. Nah, they don't build AI. So that's how a lot of shit went down. People. My father told me when I was little, if you want to make it in life, always think before you react. Yeah. Because your father know people are made to be reactionary. Get it? Reactionary. Oh, reacting on shit. Just doing shit, not thinking. That's why people know how to push your buttons, make you do shit. They'll say the devil make you do it, but guess what? The devil know how to push your buttons. It's called trolling, a lot of shit. See? Devils push buttons, man. Make you react. But when you don't react, the devil don't got no fucking job. They ain't got no job, man. They gonna go somewhere else. How the shit go, yo? So that's that, yo. All right, y'all. This time for real. Y'all enjoy y'all day, man. Holla at y'all, man. Definitely holla at y'all. Trust me, man. We go. AI, you know what's up. You know how to go down in the summertime, bro. So yeah. Positive on Sunday, yo. Positive. It's just that it was like it's like it's been this little war going on, y'all. That's really what been going on, man. It's been like a little war. Like when I told y'all, it's a regime change and it's a switch, but it's people that don't want to bow out. So being that they're still around, it's gonna be this little tension, y'all. So that's why it's gonna be like that, because it ain't peace yet. Once it's all peace, everything will be good. Nah. It's the same. You know what you watching? It's the eviction already happened, but you know they don't want to leave the premises. So when people don't want to leave the premises after they get evicted, y'all know what happened after that. So that's where we at. People have been evicted, but they don't want to accept the fact they're evicted, and they want to be squatters. And everybody's squatting on YouTube. You get it? That's all that's happening, y'all. But you'll see. What's up? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you got pools out there. Hey, a pool, good enough. I don't need the beach. Hey, as long as there's a pool, I'm good with that, Crystal. You know what I'm saying? As long as there's a pool, I'm straight. I don't got to go to no beach. No, especially if it's a wave pool. I know it's pools out there. Uh-huh. Oh shit. Dog Migo, what up? Hold up. He said what? Word up. I got the B&B with pool. Yeah, that's what's up, bro. Chill out. I ain't never think about it like that. That is smart. Yeah. That is smart, bro. Airbnb with a pool in it. I never looked at it like that. That is smart though, bro. That's some smart shit. That's a real chill out. See, that's some shit I do on a regular weekend, regular day. You know what I'm saying? Just do some shit like that and have every day and just chill. That's a vacation right there. Hold up. Let's see, my neighbor's got a pool. You got a basketball court. Okay. Who else over here? Real game, never, man. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of this time. What's up, Bird? They pick up over 500 people from February 28th to June 11th. The streets are empty. Damn right they are. I'm telling people this shit a mass fucking exit. Let's say if every state they took 500 people. 500 people times 50 states. I know it's more than that. It's more than that. Hell said. I know what's up, y'all. Look, you look at the map, you look at all these cities, and just know every city, they do the same shit. Every city, thousands. Think of all those crises that happened. All them people still out here. Think about all the criminals that sold the drugs. Think about everybody that bought the drugs. Then think about all the crime they had to do to keep it going. Buying the drugs, selling the drugs. Think of all that shit. Think of all them court cases, all them lockups, all the police that had to be hired, all the extra judges to keep the courts going, all this extra money all that shit that crime did. But being everything is digital, Crime ain't about shit no more. All the money got made off crime already, y'all. They made all the bread. They rich. Everybody's fucking rich now, y'all. That, you know what I'm saying? When I say rich, I remember none of them bastards had the money they got. None of them. None of them. All of them are rich now. All of them are at higher levels than they started. When I say shit like Al Sharpton on TV, he got a TV show on cable every day, and you ain't gonna see his face no more unless you watch cable. Because Al Sharpton don't deal with this shit no more. That's why I was telling you, I was able to see that man for what he went through. So he got a show, he just be chilling, talking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm able to watch how everybody got what they wanted, they straight, and they just went on with their life. And like I said, I remember at first when they was like all together and shit. Then they all went their separate ways to be successful or get where they at, and I see how it all played out. Yup. So we'll see what's next, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm hollering at y'all. I was reading the chat. On that note, we out, y'all. What?